Hello everyone, peace of the Lord Jesus Christ to all of you. Merry Christmas, and I hope you are enjoying your holiday and your time with the Christ, the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. So happy holiday everyone. I made a video just to answer this gentleman here. He is speaking nicely and I respect that. This is weird. I never saw a Muslim speaking without cursing, but so you are welcome in my page to post always and to ask, and if I have time I will answer you. He is saying, Mad Hamid, Mr. Investigate, even you did the same thing in your video. Invoke the core of Allah. You were talking about the Surah 5 Al-Ma'idah, table spread 501, which was actually continuing of 599, 5100, 5102, 5103, etc. So he's telling us that you are doing the same as Muslims when they post for you the verse from Luke. If you remember in this video, we are answering about Luke, that the Muslims, they are taking the verse out of context, and I did the same. Okay, I will go and I will show you I did not do the same. The reason, the verse we are reading from Luke, sir, it is a teaching of purple, which means Jesus, he never killed. Jesus, he never himself kill anyone, and he never ordered the killing of anyone. But in the whole stories of Quran, it's about things happened for real with Muhammad, especially when it's come to Muhammad, and you have to agree with that, right? Now if we go to your Quran and if we read the Quran you told me to read, those are the verses you asked me to read, you will see that those will not let me to go there. Like what this verse will tell me about this, what this verse will make me understand this one. The messenger's duty is but to proclaim the message, which means your prophet is just a reporter. Great. So your prophet is just a reporter. So who is the one who will explain the Quran? No one. Because if your prophet himself is not allowed to report the Quran, and you say to them in verse 101, you who believe ask not questions about things which is made plain to you, may cause you trouble. But if you ask about things when the Quran is being revealed, they will be made plain to you. Allah forgive those. Man, it's even a sin even to ask a question about the Quran. So how you want to connect this one to this one? Connect them. This will be for my benefit, because this is showing me that Muhammad is not a prophet. What do you mean you are just a reporter? Who is the one is going to explain the Quran? If Muhammad himself cannot explain the Quran, who will do it? So if we say to the Muslims, your scholar said, they will say, no, we don't accept scholars. If we say to them, your Muhammad said, they will say, no, we cannot accept Muhammad even because he is just a reporter. So who is the one who will explain the Quran? No one. According to those verses. This is a very crazy thing to believe. So the Muslims actually, whoever they follow to explain the Quran, they cannot follow according to this verse, because even Muhammad, he cannot answer. And this is why he made a verse in the Quran saying, don't ask me questions, because you know what, I am an ignorant guy, I don't know, I have no idea, I was stealing those verses from someone's book. Okay, so there is someone was making verses for Muhammad, trying to help him to stop people from asking questions. Now to show you that you are wrong, we are not taking words out of context, I will go to the same chapter. This is chapter 5 verse 98. If we go to chapter number 33, verse number 33, we will see the following. It says, the punishment of those who wage war against Allah and His Messenger and strive might and main of mischief through the land is execution or crucifixion or cutting of hands and feet from opposite side. You see, this is very ugly, punishment. If we go a verse before this one, you will see the punishment for the people who they are Jewish, it was to kill the one who killed. Now, why he did not continue with the same verse, with the same teaching? Why the punishment for those who wage war against Allah is a crucifixion? I thought crucifixion is pagans punishment. It's people who worship idols punishment. Why Allah is taking punishment from the pagans and putting it in His book? So even this one punishment, He's taking it from others. He's approving it, He's accepting it, and for the first time in the history of all the prophets of God, He is practicing it. Because if in case you don't know, the Roman who was practicing the crucifixion. So why your prophet he approved the Roman crucifixion? and his Quran too, not only the Prophet, which means Allah himself, he is making supposedly this Quran, right? So in here we are not taking things off context, because your Prophet, he cut hands. He did it for real. If we go to Ibn Kathir in Arabic, you will see that those people who they consider wage war against Allah, they are people who converted to Islam and they left Islam. They became apostate. So the one who waged war against Allah is an apostate. What they did according to your side of the story, remember when we read it from hadith or we read it from explanation of Muslims, we are reading one side of the story. This is 533. This is Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir, this is the official government website of Saudi Arabia. If you go and read the translation for this page in English, in Islamic website, you will see that it's not even 20% of the pages left. You will see in here they are saying the following: a bunch of Christians who they converted to Islam, and all of us, we knew how they used to convert people to Islam. They converted to Islam and they told the Prophet that we are sick. So the Prophet, he ordered them to drink camel urine, because the camel urine is the best medicine of Muhammad. Anyone he got sick, he give him camel urine. So either you die from the camel urine, or if you are strong like a horse, you might survive. So he is saying to him, they said to him, we are sick. So he ordered them to drink camel urine, and he told them, go with our animal, the guy who take care of the animals, go with him and drink from the camel urine. Maybe you will get better. Supposedly they are Muslims, right? But this is very clear that those people, they made an excuse to go out from under the control of Muhammad, so they can go and run. Muhammad, he forced them to Islam. This is why when they left, what they did, when they are away, they killed the guy who take care of the animals, and they scared all the animals, which means they did not steal them. You see in here it says وَطَّرَدُوا, وَطَّرَدُوا al-ibil, which means they scared them and they make them run. They did not steal one animal. So what the punishment was for those? Muhammad, he took them, he put nails in their eyes, he cut their hands, he cut their foot, and he let them die under the sun slowly. Now let me ask you a question. The verse before, it says that the one who kills someone, the punishment is, this is from your Quran, not my Quran. The punishment for someone who kills someone is killing him. Fine. One of those people, he killed that man who take care of the animals. But your Prophet, he put nails in the eyes of all those who left Islam. You see in here, we told the children of Israel that the one who killed, in the case of murder, he will be killed. Fine. I have no problem with that. But suddenly we see your Prophet making another Quran fit only for the Muslims. The case is not only killing the person who did that. No, they are cutting hands, you are putting nails in their eyes, you are crucifying them, which means you are torturing them. This is not a punishment anymore. Muhammad is taking not a justice, he is revenging from those people who they left Islam. As you see in here, he put nails in their eyes, and when they are alive, imagine how nice your Prophet is. A man, he is putting nails in the eyes of a human being, they are alive. One of them he killed, the rest of them did what? He left Islam, and they are men and women and kids. So you will see in there, he said, فَقَطِّعَتْ أَيْدِيهُمْ وَأَرْجُلَهُمْ وَسُمِّرَتْ أَعْيُنَهُم, which means he did that to all of them. He cut their feet, he cut their hands, he put nails in their eyes, and he crucified them, and he let them die under the sun, to die slowly. So are you telling me now I'm taking things out of context? Did your Prophet put nails in their eyes? Read it. Is that how Prophet of God he do? So when we say that your Prophet is a criminal, he is. Those people, because they left Islam, he decided to revenge, he decided to kill them. And you will see in here something very funny, by the way. He is practicing crucifixion, which is a pagan rule, pagan law. And before I finish, in here you will see that the crucifixion, according to Islam, Muhammad he stole it, and his Quran stole it from the Pharaoh. So how you explain to me that the God of Islam is taking the law of the Pharaoh, who said to everyone, you don't agree with me, I will crucify you, and he is the one who made this law? And your prophet, he take the law from Pharaoh? Is Pharaoh Allah? Because we suddenly now we saw that verse is exist in the Quran in different verse as Allah he will crucify people, but we see that Pharaoh exists long time before the Quran, and he is the one in here according to your verse. This is Surah 26 verse 49. Pharaoh is the one who said he will crucify people. This is his punishment, this is his creation, and the Roman they learned from him supposedly. So how you explain to me such a thing like this? Allah is copying it from the Pharaoh. Maybe your God Allah is Pharaoh and we don't know. Merry Christmas everyone. I hope you are enjoying your time. Jesus is Lord, Islam is false, and for fool, Ameen. See ya.